High above America's wild waterways, two aerial assassins are locked in a battle older than the nation itself, a clash between raw power and perfect precision. This is the untold rivalry of the bald eagle and the osprey, a scientific showdown that reveals one truth. In the skies of the American wilderness, survival has no king, only contenders. High above America's lakes, rivers, and coastlines, a silent rivalry plays out every day, a conflict older than any nation, older than any border. The bald eagle, symbol of power and dominance, and the osprey, master of precision and aerial hunting, share the same skies and the same hunger. Their battle is not one of hatred, but of survival, a story written in the wind, repeated for millennia. The film opens with sweeping aerial shots of the Pacific Northwest, Florida's emerald coasts, the Chesapeake wetlands, and Alaska's rugged rivers. The narrator explains that in these waters, two hunters rule. The bald eagle, heavy, muscular, commanding a 7-foot wingspan, surveys the world like a king guarding his throne. Nearby, the osprey glides with effortless grace, lighter, faster, built for the singular purpose of catching fish. Its toes swivel, its talons curve like sharpened hooks, and its vision can pierce the water's surface from hundreds of feet above. Both species are apex predators, but their strategies could not be more different. The eagle uses power and intimidation, while the osprey uses speed and precision. Yet the conflict between them is inevitable, because both depend on the same source of life, fish. As the story unfolds, we travel across America's great waterways. The osprey, with its sleek wings and sharp gaze, hovers high above a lake. Below the surface, trout move like shadows. In a moment of calculated control, the osprey dives, tucking its wings, plunging toward the water at nearly 70 miles per hour. It hits the surface with explosive force and rises again with a fish twisting in its talons. But before it can return to its nest, before it can claim its victory, a shadow appears above. The bald eagle launches from a distant treetop, cutting through the air with broad, powerful strokes. What follows is one of nature's most iconic chases. The osprey zigzags, climbs, dives, trying desperately to escape while carrying the weight of its catch. The eagle closes in with relentless pursuit. In one dramatic moment, the osprey drops the fish to lighten its load. The eagle extends its talons and catches the falling prey before it hits the water. It is a victory built not on hunting skill, but on strategy, a display of dominance that defines much of the eagle's power. As spring arrives across the United States, both birds enter their most vulnerable and most powerful season, nesting. The osprey returns to the same nest it has used for years, rebuilding it with twigs and branches. Osprey nests grow and grow, becoming massive platforms high above the water where the chicks will soon hatch. Meanwhile, the bald eagle builds one of the largest nests in the animal kingdom, sometimes weighing more than 1,000 pounds. Eagles are territorial. Any bird that dares to fish in their waters can become a rival. And for ospreys, that means every day is a test of courage. During one tense sequence, an osprey parent returns with a fish for its hungry chicks, unaware that a bald eagle watches from a tree overlooking the nest. As the osprey lands, the eagle swoops down, not for the fish, but for the nest itself. Ospreys scream and dive, shaking the air with their calls. The eagle presses its attack, trying to push the adults aside and reach the vulnerable chicks. But ospreys defend with fearless determination. They strike from angles too sharp for the heavier eagle to match. After a fierce aerial clash, the eagle retreats. The osprey pair wins, this time. Summer brings both abundance and danger. Ospreys hunt constantly, diving into water again and again, feeding their growing chicks. Eagles patrol the skies, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, a freshly caught fish dangling from an osprey's talons. Sometimes they succeed, sometimes the osprey escapes. The rhythm of their rivalry becomes a daily dance of survival. Hunt, steal, defend, flee, return, rebuild. But nature shifts with time. As the documentary progresses, we see an older eagle, powerful but slower now, less able to steal from the swift young ospreys that dominate the summer skies. A new generation of ospreys, faster and more skillful, begin to outmaneuver their rival. One young osprey performs a breathtaking backward flip in midair, a maneuver no eagle can replicate, causing a lunging eagle to overshoot and lose the chase entirely. For a moment, the balance of power changes. Even kings must face time. Midway through the story, a violent storm erupts. Dark clouds swallow the sky, winds howl across the coastlines, lightning flashes above battered nests. In these moments, the ongoing rivalry means nothing. Both species cling to their nests with desperate resolve. Osprey nests sway dangerously. Eagle chicks huddle beneath their parents' wings. The storm tears through branches and slams rain into the water so hard it rises like smoke. For the first time, both species share the same struggle, simply to survive the night. Dawn breaks with calm light and quiet air. Both species emerge battered but alive. Eagles rebuild their massive nests. Ospreys repair the damage, bringing new sticks, new branches, new hope. Life continues because survival demands it. The documentary reaches its climax with the most dramatic chase yet. An osprey catches a large salmon, perhaps its biggest catch of the year. It struggles to lift the heavy fish, wings pumping, talons locked. The eagle sees its chance. It dives in a straight path, cutting through the air with ruthless efficiency. The osprey climbs higher, then higher still, pushing its limits. The eagle closes in. The osprey's wings tremble. The weight pulls it downward. The eagle extends its talons. For a moment, defeat seems certain. Then, in a final burst of instinct and skill, the osprey performs the impossible, a sudden rolling maneuver that sends it flipping sideways and upward. The eagle overshoots by inches, unable to turn its massive body quickly enough. The osprey escapes into the tree line, fish still clutched tightly. It is a rare victory, a moment proving that in nature, power does not always triumph. Sometimes agility, courage, and precision win the day. As the sun sets over the lake, both birds soar across the sky, each occupying its own space, its own purpose. The narrator reminds us that their rivalry is not a war, but a balance. The eagle symbolizes strength and dominance. The osprey symbolizes mastery and precision. Together, they shape the ecosystems of America's waterways. They keep populations in check. They teach us that even among predators, power shifts like the wind. The documentary closes with a final sweeping shot of both birds gliding over golden water, the sky glowing with evening light. Their paths cross silently. No chase, no attack, only coexistence. And the narrator leaves us with the final words. In these skies, there are no kings, only survivors. And as long as rivers flow and fish swim, the bald eagle and the osprey will continue their eternal dance, a story written in flight, in hunger, and in the beating heart of the American wilderness.